Week 5 best bets are here. In week 4, we kept our streak going of being one game above 500 to put us to 11-7 overall. It's a ground and pound situation. We're running the ball, we're staying profitable. Let's see if we can elevate that a little bit with a better week this week. My first best bet is LSU on the money line. I'm getting them at plus 114 after they crossed the bridge to now be an underdog. I think that their offense really did find a gear against Southeast Louisiana last week, and I understand it's Southeast Louisiana, but they looked bad against LA Tech earlier in the year, so I think that bad schools were still a challenge for their offense early on. And Ole Miss's defense, I don't think is much to write home about. Trinidad Chambliss and the Rebels do look really good on offense. Chambliss has totally reignited that side of the ball, but LSU's defense is a much stronger unit than they've seen at any point this year. I've got LSU just being a little too strong for them. LSU winning that game outright on the road. Second best bet, South Carolina minus 6.5 at home against Kentucky. I got that at minus 112. I liked what I saw from Carolina in their loss at Mizzou. Now, a two-score loss is a two-score loss, but Sellers threw the ball great. Wasn't much of a running threat because of the concussion he had last week. And I just thought they fought really well. I was impressed with how they came out after their loss to Vanderbilt. Kentucky's coming off a bye. Cutter Boley seems like their answer at quarterback. Seth McGowan is very dangerous coming out of the backfield. I just think that at the end of the day, Carolina is starting to come around after their slow starts. So I think they're able to win this game by at least a touchdown at home against the Wildcats. Third, Georgia minus 3 at home against Bama. Got it at minus 115. Georgia's offense had a lot of questions that were answered when they went to Tennessee. And Bama's defense struggles with explosives, and Georgia has shown that they can, take the top off you and also lean on you because Bama's defense is nothing special stopping the run. Granted, that's been without Tim Keenan for a few times, but I think Georgia overall can lean on them. I think that they can control both sides of the ball, and Georgia doesn't really lose at home. They just don't. It's a streak of 30-plus wins at home. I think they do it again. They cover. Georgia minus 3 against Bama. Fourth one, Mississippi State plus 7.5 hosting Tennessee. I think that Mississippi State's defense is going to be able to contain Tennessee because they dealt with a similar style when Arizona State came to Starkville. Tennessee is a notch above talent-wise than Arizona State is, obviously, but they know what they want to try and do. And Tennessee's defense, their secondary is still beat up, so I think that Blake Shapen will be able to throw the ball around. State will be able to move the ball. I have them covering 7.5 at home. And then finally, the over 52.5 in Auburn versus Texas A&M. Because what do we know about A&M's defense? They gave up 40 to Notre Dame, in the 20s to both of their cupcake schools. And Auburn had a good passing game against Oklahoma despite giving up 10 sacks. And A&M went on the road to Notre Dame and put up 40. I think both offenses are really good, and both secondaries kind of have questions. So I've got this game going over. This should be an absolute classic. So those are the best bets. If you want to follow them, please do it responsibly, and let's enjoy this week of college football.